Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a simple inventory system for your game. And of course, if you don't want to learn how to code or make any of this stuff, I'll leave everything for you guys in the description, but I highly recommend that you stay to watch and learn just so you can continue your development journey. But ultimately, it's up to you. So with all that being said, let's get into this tutorial. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to come over to server script service here, and let's make a script. You can call this whatever you want. I'm just going to call this player added. And let's get the players service. So local players, the game, can we get service players. And then let's do players.player added, connect function, and we'll get the player. And inside the player, we're gonna make something. We're gonna make a folder. We're gonna call it inventory. So instance.new folder, and we'll parent this to the player. So the parent will equal the player, and we'll name this inventory as well. Inventory dot name will be equal to inventory. All right, nice. So now whenever the player joins, they will get a folder put inside them called inventory, and that is where we will hold everything. Now let's make a remote event inside replicated storage. I'm gonna call this add item, and let's come back up here. We'll get the replicated storage as a variable. Game, can we get service replicated storage? Then we're gonna get the add item event. So add item event to replicate storage. We've called add item, and we can do add item event on server event connect function. Then that'll be the player. We want the item name, and we want how many are going to be added. And now what we can do is we can, let's say if not player.inventory find first child item name, then so if we can't find this item inside the player's inventory, then we'll create it. So local new instance, we can do instance.new int value, new instance.parent will be equal to the player.inventory, new instance.name will be equal to the item name, and new instance.value will be equal to amount or 1. So basically, what happens here is when this event gets fired to the server, we will check if the player does not have this item inside their inventory, then we're going to make it. So we'll create a new value that we'll put inside the inventory. Its name will be the item name, and its a value will either be equal to like however much we send through, or if we don't send through a number, then it'll just be equal to 1, so they'll own 1. So say like we want to have 5 of this item, then we would just put 5 in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add an else statement. So if this item is in their inventory, then we can copy this. Then we will add plus equals amount or 1, and that will take care of that. So now let's make a GUI. So come over to starter GUI. Let's add in a screen GUI. All right, now inside this screen GUI, add in a local script. You can call this what you want. I'll call this inventory client, I guess. Then we're gonna get replicated storage equal to get service replicated storage. Then we'll get the add item event, replicated storage add item. I mean, technically, like, we don't need this, but I'll show you guys how to use it, just in case you're confused. And I'll reference the GUI, which will be equal to script.parent. Then I'll get the inventory frame, which will be equal to GUI.inventory frame. Oh yeah, make sure you take the inventory template and you put it inside the inventory client. Also, if you guys don't want to make your own GUI, I'll provide this GUI. just like I did in the last video with the dialogue GUI, I'll provide this GUI for you. So yeah, the inventory frame, and then I'll get the container. So container equal to inventory frame dot container. Then I'll get the close button to inventory frame dot close. Then local inventory button equal to GUI dot inventory. And now I will do inventory button dot activated connect function, and this will just make the inventory frame visible. So inventory frame dot visible will be equal to not inventory frame dot visible. Oops. And then close dot activated connect function, inventory frame dot visible equal to false. And up here, let's make a function. So local function open inventory. Then let's do a for loop. So for underscore comma v in pairs, container colon get children do. If v colon is a frame, then v colon destroy. So this just clears everything that is not this UI grid layout inside the container frame, because we're about to make all that. So, we need to get the player. So local player to game.players.local player. So right here we can do for underscore comma item in pairs player dot inventory colon get children do. And then what we'll do is we will copy the template. So local template equal to script dot inventory template clone. We'll parent this template to the container. Then we'll have the template dot name equal to item dot name, and then template dot item name dot text equal to item dot name, and then template dot amount dot text equal to item dot value dot x. And yeah, that should be good on that. Yeah, we also gotta call this function whenever we open the inventory. All right, let's do if inventory frame dot visible is equal to true, then we'll call the function. And now all this code actually will work. If we have things in our inventory, then when we open up our inventory in like if we click the inventory button, we open it, then everything will appear. But right now we don't have a way of like adding things to our inventory. So essentially this inventory system is all done, but I'll show you guys how to use this add item event to actually add items to your inventory. So I guess let's just make a button. Okay. So in this here, I'll reference the item name with the GUI to item name, local amount, GUI dot amount, and then local add item to GUI dot add item. And I'll say add item dot activate connect function. Say if item name dot text is not equal to that, and amount dot text is not equal to then. And now I will do add item and fire server, and the item name dot text and the to number amount dot text. So basically, you know, I'll just demonstrate in game how this will work. So in here, we click on the inventory. Nothing's going to be here because there's nothing in our inventory. I can show you this right now. So Charisma 3-1. There's nothing in my inventory. It's empty. But if I wanted to add like a sword, and I wanted like 4 of them. Whoops. Add item. And now I have a sword. I have 4 swords. And if I were to open up my inventory, I could see this. I have a sword and I have 4 of them. Right? And if I want to add, and if I wanted to say like a gun, I wanted like 2 of those. Add item, a gun. Now I have 2 guns. I open up my inventory. It's right there. So that's basically it for the inventory system. It's really simple. This isn't a very advanced inventory system, but it's essentially how all inventory systems are. When it comes down to it, they're basically all like this. If you guys want me to add onto the system, even I could show you guys like a data saving type thing. I could show you guys, maybe like I could make some kind of like series where I incorporate this inventory system, like maybe making some kind of like easy simulator series or something like that. I don't know, you guys let me know down in the comments of any ideas that you have or any tutorials you'd like to see, anything like that. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and all this stuff will be in the description, the GUI and the actual inventory system, everything that is in the video. If you guys made it to the end, I very much appreciate it once again, and that's about it. Goodbye.